You're live.
Now we're live. All right. Hey guys, what's up? We're live. It's Sunday. I have a co-host with me today. It is my mini-me, my son. We're pulling in News New England, and we're letting a child on here. So we're going to watch our language, please, as much as we can.
Yes.
And don't bully my kid. I don't want to have to hunt you down.
Oh, I'll definitely come down there and slap everybody.
Right. That's all right. He's pretty desensitized to it. He's not a 9-year-old girl.
I'm already.
Yeah.
I thought Mitch just got really young during his absence.
Yeah, Mitch went through an anti-aging treatment, like a skin treatment, and did it. Yeah. So otherwise, we have Pat with us as usual. Taco Josh tonight, and Fizzy, you're actually with us, huh?
Benjamin Button.
You're Benjamin Button.
I'm gonna be off.
Sure thing, Fizzy. Okay.
And the mofo Doofy.
Yeah, of course. Doofy's always here. Doofy's always here. So, yeah, we have some things to talk about. Can we start with the no-knock warrant lie? Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yes.
Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, toots.
Okay, all right. Now, if everybody agrees, Josh Abrams is a congenital liar. We know this. And he could not even help himself but lie about the circumstances of his apprehension by the Middlesex County Sheriff's Warrant Apprehension Team. So he claims that he had a no-knock warrant served on his house, scared the living daylights out of his mother, his elderly mother. They came, grabbed him up. It was violent and terrible. No. So we actually got that report back, and the report very clearly states that the sheriff's office knocked on his door in Stoneham. His mother answered the door. She said, "Oh, you're looking for my Joshua? Sure," and led them right down to the hallway in between the garage and the basement where Josh lives at 32 years old, and that's where they apprehended him peacefully. Oh, Stevie, look, Ed gave you $5 for your allowance.
Thank you, Ed.
You have to say thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
There you go.
Sorry.
Have some manners. We're not Josh Abrams here.
Thank
He's
you,
buying us
Ed.
beers later.
Yeah. He's 11. He doesn't get a beer.
No, he's going to buy us beers.
All right. Oh, Stevie is?
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Up to you.
Great.
You're the parent.
Yeah, I would not allow you
If
to
not,
do that.
I'll buy you sodas.
Sodas are better. Sodas are better.
That's what I can do.
Yeah.
Road sodas.
Yeah. But I mean, thank you, Ed. Getting back to the point here, like he could not even be honest about the circumstances of his apprehension. It was a knock warrant. They knocked, they took him, no big deal. I mean, I'm sure his mother was probably doing cartwheels after he left because he got out of the basement for a night. So that's what happened. We have the report. We'll throw that on Patreon like we have been doing all the other records that we pull up. So, if you are a patron of ours, thank you very much. And to say thank you, you can get all these records to peruse at your leisure. So that's that. Correct. It says he pays $800 in rent, guys. Yeah, I'm sure that he does. That's another thing, too. Have you heard him lately? He bragging about how he makes $120,000 a year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, $120,000. Now, Stevie, what do you think $120,000 would buy you in a year?
I mean, I can assume a lot. That's $120,000. That's a lot of money in a year, right?
Right.
I don't know jobs.
I mean, a house, maybe, right?
I mean, maybe a house,
Or
maybe not living in your parents' basement.
Yeah.
Or maybe even an apartment at
Or
that.
maybe
Like
30
maybe an
packets of
apartment.
ketchup.
A mobile home, perhaps.
A mobile home, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that isn't living with your parents when you're 30-something, because that's kind of,
You can say it.
you do you.
You can say it.
Pathetic.
It's
yeah.
pathetic. You can say
Just
that.
a little. I mean, you do you. I don't want to blame anybody.
Abrams, if you're out there, my 11-year-old son just called you pathetic, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't know what to tell you. Kids don't lie.
Just trying to be truthful.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So
Sorry
I mean,
if I hurt you.
$120,000, and you're getting arrested on a warrant from Indiana in your elderly parents' basement. Yeah.
And asking for donations.
Yeah. Always asking for donations.
That's kinda
Constantly.
sad.
Constantly.
If you make $120,000, why do you need so many?
Now,
donations?
Pat.
I mean,
See,
What?
he's speaking the truth.
I know. This kid is loud. Somebody already asked, why is there a kid here? He really wanted to,
yeah.
I try to do stuff with my kids. This was like what he really wanted to do. I don't have a co-host anyway, and why not?
Thanks.
He's
Thanks for the
wearing sunglasses so that
$10.
you can't take his his
Vilified?
identity. Yeah, he's like
Thanks.
Spider-Man.
You got $10 from
Oh,
Vilified.
Thanks, Vilified Freedom. Vilified, that's the live stream I was on the other
I know.
night. You
I
know who it is?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
In my
Vilified, thank you for that.
Oh, Murpha,
Murpha.
coming in. He said you have an amazing mother there. Do you
Yep.
agree?
Yeah, I
You do,
agree.
really?
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, bud.
No problem.
Thanks, Murpha.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Murpha, as well.
Ooh,
That was nice of
Domino's on Kate later.
Oh my God, Domino's.
I went to go buy Domino's, but I ordered like 2 towns out today.
Yeah,
it
we
was
kind
a,
of
it was a mess.
fudged that order.
Trouble's on the panel.
Yeah. Oh, hi,
Hey.
Fixer. It's Hi, Fixer. What's
Hey,
up, guy?
I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy today.
Yes, please watch your mouth in front of my son. He
Yes,
will call
yes.
you out. He'll
Yeah,
call
No.
I will
Hey,
humiliate
I didn't know.
you.
I didn't know it was
Swear
bring your
here.
kid to work day.
you. It is.
is.
Same thing Doofy said when we got here. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that
Oh,
is the
seriously?
exact
I
same
didn't, wa-
thing.
I didn't even start watching the stream until right now. Like, literally.
he is. He's like, is it bring your kid to work day? Like, actually, I don't know if you know this, but this kid actually owns the Masshole
Yeah,
Report.
no, I own everything. Like,
He does?
they pay me. All their
Hey,
money
you,
goes to me.
you should give me ownership of the freaking Discord server.
But you guys can discuss that afterwards, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I mean-
we'll talk business later. We'll talk
Yeah.
business, man.
So, speaking of liars, now, Pat, do you happen to have the videos of our friend Indy News Now?
I don't. Oak
Thank
said he
you,
had him, and I thought he was going to be here.
Evelyn.
Okay,
$10.
so we're gonna try to figure out how we can play them on our end, right, Doopy? Because I want to talk about this a little bit too, and I've been like sitting on this guy. So, oh, thank you. No, yeah. So we noticed
I
that
pay attention.
in Indiana, Josh Abrams has a friend with him. The guy looks like Santa Claus in his motorized scooter with the dog. Indy News on the Street is what he goes by, right? And he is claiming that he has a background in law enforcement. So we looked this up.
It's kind of not true.
Well, why would we be talking about it if it was
Yeah,
true?
fair enough.
So we have found no evidence
Big
that
bad
he ever had any background in law enforcement, and we're gonna pull that up for you. I think we're gonna try to play the videos.
Hey,
I'm getting the 1 second thing.
hey, Kate.
No? Yeah?
Sancho says this is the second time in a month that that he's been replaced by a 9-year-old.
My kid's not 9.
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
11.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
never mind.
He's in middle school, gosh darn it.
Damn.
He's a man.
Don't disrespect me.
So anyway, that's okay. We don't have the videos up. We had a little problem getting them to play on our end, so we'll just talk about it anyway. So,
Some of these comments.
Indy News Now. His name is Barry Atwell. Barry Atwell is from Indianapolis. I'm actually pulling up his background report as we speak. So, he looks like Santa Claus, just so we know who we're talking about here.
We're talking about Santa
John-
Claus himself. You know.
He does look like Santa Claus.
I know. I saw the picture.
You did see
And
the
then I
picture?
heard something about a dog. The guy sounds like a nice guy. Like if you don't know anything about him, he sounds like a nice guy.
He might be a nice guy. You're right.
I don't know anything about him. He just sounds like a nice guy to me.
He could be a nice guy.
He
What?
could be. I don't know.
Doesn't mean that he's being honest, though.
Oh, what?
I don't know about anything.
But no, he is impartial here. If he thinks that a guy that goes around with a dog looking like Santa Claus is a nice guy, I trust him. Children don't lie.
I mean, I really don't know though. He could be a terrible person. He could like.
Yeah, why would you let him
agree
trust him?
Well, I'm not.
I doubt.
We know about stranger danger, right?
Yeah, I doubt he
Oh,
is a
You
terrible
want some
person. I
Skittles
mean,
and hot candy?
there's very little terrible people in the world. It's
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this on the stranger danger thing. If someone comes up to you that you
Yes,
don't know
I know.
and says, "Hey, come with me. I'm here to pick you up. I'm your dad's friend." What do you say?
Dads don't have friends.
What?
I said
No.
my dad don't
No.
have friends.
My uncle's name's Doofy.
He says, "My dad doesn't have any friends, so I know
Thank
you're
you,
lying."
Super Jerk, for the $5.
My-
Thank you.
Oh, thank
My
It
you.
uncle-
doesn't make you a jerk though.
It's my uncle's name's Doofy. No fucking kill you.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, no, watch your
Hey,
language.
You better get some hot sauce put in his mouth, yo.
Yeah.
No, I'm
no.
gonna get so.
Anyway,
You swear
so
to
here
God.
we go. Barry Atwell. He is from Indianapolis. He does have former addresses in South Carolina. And oddly enough, a match came back in Braintree, Massachusetts. I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Probably me.
Well, no, we do skip trace software, so it's pretty accurate. But I did notice that there was like a random Braintree, Massachusetts address sort of in there. I thought that was odd. So he claims that he was law enforcement. That is not what we have on his job history. I'm seeing that he has a job history for Family Connect. It looks like he does some robotics with homeschooled children because his children are homeschooled. We'll get to that. Have Logistics Incorporated, Act for the Gospel, Good Messenger Ministries Incorporated, and then Have Logistics. So Have Logistics is a financial company. And when we go to some images that we found from his various online presence here that we'll pull up, he makes absolutely no mention of any law enforcement background except in streams with these cop block guys or in conversation with these cop block guys. Nowhere else. And he does seem to be involved with this truck stop ministry thing. I mean, it looks a little suspect, I'm not going to lie, but he's some sort of chaplain with them or minister. And he actually has an about page that we'll pull up, and they don't mention that either. He has a solid history in the financial sector, no mention of the law enforcement anywhere. So by anything that we can find right now, just like his friend Josh Abrams, our friend Barry Atwell here is also a congenital liar. And if this is the case, and he is lying about a background in law enforcement, it would really make me question his chaplain or spiritual or ministry activities, because if you're a man of God, are you supposed to lie like that? Like, I thought you were supposed to tell the truth, right?
I don't know. I don't know much about God.
Okay.
But I doubt he's that big of a liar. I doubt he likes his people to be that big of a liar.
Well, I mean, he's lying about being a cop.
Yeah, so who knows? Also, if I run out of water, can I get more? Is that
Yes.
like illegal?
No, you can
I'll throw
get
you one
water.
on.
No, I can't catch
Doofy will
anything.
hook you up with
I'm
a-
terrible
He'll
at
cook- you can have as
rifle
much
one,
water
right?
as you
Yeah.
want.
Probably break the mic or something if it hits the
No,
wrong.
no. We trust Doofy. He's decent.
I don't
aim.
trust myself.
Oh, no,
I don't
I'm
trust
bad
you
at
either.
catching things.
that,
Thanks.
that's okay. We'll roll it to you. So we'll get these images up anyway.
I'm good at picking things up with my feet, so that's a decent strategy.
Okay.
No more water.
So here's another thing that's interesting about Barry that we found is that he has a ton of GoFundMes, a ton.
Just roll out.
So here we go right here. Is one of his things is he was crowdfunding for a new electric wheelchair. And here's another thing that's interesting. He doesn't have benefits or insurance that was willing to pick this up. So he was GoFunding this through GoFundMe. But the circumstances in which he lost his leg, per these GoFundMes that we were able to find, have, again, nothing to do with law enforcement. He got into a motorcycle accident and ended up having issues from there that later down the line led to some amputation. So, again, nothing to do with law enforcement, no mention of law enforcement, nothing. All right.
Yeah, I don't really know much about this, but
I know.
I mean, this seems like some pretty. I mean, I wouldn't say big lies, but they're not small lies. I mean,
Right.
lying about how you lost.
Yeah,
your
and
leg
here he is again,
of a
talking
big
to
thing.
one of his cop block buddies and saying, he claims that one of the reasons he's no longer a cop is that, he was given a quote unquote unlawful order by a superior officer and refused to do it, and went out in a blaze of glory pretty much. And there's just absolutely nothing out there to substantiate. We looked in South Carolina, absolutely no record of him as an officer. Now we looked into Indianapolis and the surrounding towns in Indiana, absolutely no record of him being an officer that we could find. So, and again, okay, so here's another GoFundMe that we have. Thank you. That's for his leg replacement. So he did one for the motorized scooter. This is one for his leg replacement. That one he raised $50 and then deactivated it, which is kind of interesting. And then here we have his About Me from the Truck Stop Ministries. There he is right there. This is the guy we're talking about, Indy News Now. And again, all right, we're going to just keep going through it.
I see, kids.
Yep, Kids Inc.
It says kids.
Yep.
And probably still. Oh, I see this. That's
And
fine.
here we go to the kind of the kill shot of this one at the end of his About Me on the Truck Stop Ministries website. It says prior to being a full-time chaplain, he worked in the financial services industry. God called him away from that to a life dedicated full time to the gospel. Good for him if that's what he chooses to do. But there is absolutely, again, no mention of any experience in law enforcement. It just simply does not exist on the internet. Given that he hangs out with Josh Abrams, is it a shocker that he's lying? No, I don't find it shocking at all.
Anybody that hangs out with him is a liar.
Right.
Well, I mean, probably, but
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can come across someone who's not a liar at all and sells them out at some point because they don't like lying.
I mean, and maybe eventually. But it's just an odd thing to do. And again, they're trying to bolster this anti-police rhetoric. And you need to do that truthfully if you're going to do it, right? And so, I mean, fabricating this background, and we did find some minor criminal offenses on him, nothing major. But I mean, it's not like he doesn't have a record. He has a bankruptcy in 1995, which is around the time that he claims that he was in law enforcement. And again, absolutely no evidence whatsoever anywhere that we could find anywhere.
I mean, do I need to be on law?
I mean, sometimes maybe. Only for the summer. When the school year comes back, it's Sunday. It's no good for that. But
not really.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
But anyway,
maybe winter.
What does the panel think about all this, Pat?
I've only seen the guy a couple times, and I never really had a reason not to believe him. I don't know.
I mean,
He always seemed like a good guy to me.
I don't.
What do you think, Fizzy?
He seems like a great guy. We should leave him alone. And Josh is really a wonderful person.
Wow, I feel like I said sarcasm.
Josh is like. Let me say something about Josh. Right, Josh is like the second coming of Mother Teresa. Okay,
Yeah.
he's a good guy. Leave him alone.
Right, we
love
should
Josh.
really be kind to him. Who knows? Maybe he's a bad person because people, or maybe he's not the best person because people aren't kind to him.
I fix you. Definitely give Josh a second coming.
Maybe people just aren't kind to him. Maybe he needs more friends.
I mean, again, there's always that 15% chance that maybe there's something that we missed, but there's absolutely, like, generally there is some sort of trail left behind, particularly with employment. It'll come up on a chip. Okay, that was a little far. Luckily, it's over the heads. But anyway,
I believe
so
he's the one at. Oh, go ahead.
That's rude.
Yeah. No. There's always that like tiny chance that we can that it can be substantiated, but we can't find it. But yeah, no, the odds are very unlikely, particularly where he is putting out this story that he's former law enforcement. But then when you go and you trace back his employment through his LinkedIn, through his About Me on this Truck Stop Ministries page, through his skip trace background searches, absolutely no mention of this. Not on a resume, nothing, nowhere. And that's very odd because it's something obviously that he's willing to talk about.
I can see.
And I know that at one point, I believe it was Sancho had asked him on a panel, like, what department were you at? And he didn't really want to tell. And he kept saying, well, it's not something that I want to talk about. There are two reasons generally that you don't want to talk about something like this. Number one, because you're lying, or number two, because you have something to hide. And in this case, I'm really, really swaying towards number one. It just does not seem like he has one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's the one that told Kenny that laws sometimes don't apply when he was talking about how Josh didn't need to take his DNA test for when he was in prison.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's when they're talking about how, for felons, when they have to enter prison, they have to take the DNA test.
Right.
And Josh was saying he didn't have to take a DNA test. He was the one that told Kenny when Kenny Klein was on News New England show that sometimes laws don't need to be applied.
Right. Now, Lindsay C. is saying Indy does claim he is an ex-deputy sheriff. No. So he may have made that claim at one point, but the clips that we have, he's saying that he was a police officer, not a sheriff, not a deputy sheriff, a police officer, verbatim. So if he's giving two different stories here, a deputy sheriff and then a police officer to other people, like that is indicative even more so of a lie. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Jeez.
I
He
question that
mentioned a
service
city
dog
in South
too,
Carolina. Well, yeah, if somebody has the city, go ahead and vote to our email. And, if we can substantiate that he was a police officer, surely we'll eat some crow and come back and do that. But as of right now, there's absolutely no indication of it. Or you can look it up yourself now. Barry Atwell of Indianapolis, Indiana. Certainly if you find something, then let us know. We'll be the jerks with our tails between our legs and correct that. But I just, at this juncture, do not see that happening.
Jerky boys.
The jerky boys. I don't know. Any other thoughts on our new friend Barry Atwell? Anyone?
I question that service dog, by the way, as well.
Okay.
Based
You
on
know-
that Abrams video when he was going to prison. The service dog
man.
jumped all over Abrams while it was doing its job, which would be a big no-no for any
Yeah.
service dog.
They're supposed to be trained not to do that. Yeah.
Here's the only thing I'm going to say about service dogs, and obviously I have very strong feelings personally about service dogs due to my profession, because Murphy, thank you again. He says News New English channels are beggars looking for handouts. Thank you. Love you too, Marfa. Anyway, about service dogs. I do not like how people will sometimes exploit that system because there is very little oversight, right? And there isn't anything centralized to really track these service dogs. So all you need to do essentially is have a disability, get a dog, train the dog to perform a service for that disability, and it's a service dog. You don't need to register the dog. There's no universal training. That being said, I will not speak to Barry's service dog because there is physically absolutely no way possible that we could ever prove or disprove that that is a service dog. The only way that you could ever really definitively disprove that a dog is actually a legitimate service dog is if that goes in front of a federal judge, right? Because the ADA protects these people. You cannot ask these questions. So you can't ask, do you have a disability? Is that a legitimate service dog? Let me see what that service dog does. You're legally not allowed to ask these questions, as you should not be able to because it would be discriminatory, I guess. But that being said, we can speculate till the cows come home as to whether or not that's a legitimate service dog. There is no way of knowing that.
I think Barry, he's probably a nice guy,
Yeah.
does a lot of things. I think you're just with the wrong people.
You think he's with
No,
the wrong
you can
people?
probably meet better. You can probably have better friends.
Okay, Barry, if you're out there, my boy
Sweetheart.
thinks that you could make better friends.
Such a sweetheart.
That is nice of you.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
it's
it.
best to be
I'll
nice.
buy you an
Yeah,
ice
it
cream.
is best.
I'll buy you an ice cream
Yeah.
cone
If I
afterwards.
could be honest with you, sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you're
Okay.
good. I finished.
All right. A lot of people that Josh hang out with are usually, some of them are usually good people. They just become crappy people because of Josh, or just more of his influence just kind of pours into them, and then they just become crappy people themselves. Kind of like
Yeah.
News New England. I used to like him at first. I kind of had a little bit of respect for him, but then after all the stuff with Josh, I was just like, yeah, no, I don't like this guy anymore. He's an idiot. Like,
Oh, hi.
whatever respect I had for him
Thanks
was
for the
gone.
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my piece on that.
Thanks for the $5.
Oh, thank you, Penelope. You are so polite tonight, really.
There'll be a lot of ice cream cones after the show.
This
I
kid,
don't
this
need
kid
it.
needs to be like our customer service liaison. He's just too kind.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that.
I could probably deal with any
No,
hate speech that comes this way. 'cause-
we don't need any hate speech.
Oh, we don't need any.
No.
Don't do it. It's a bad thing to
The
do.
Generation Nation gets paw jobs.
That was on the line. Okay, don't cross it.
I didn't understand.
Anyway, what's next on the agenda? So we talked about news, Indy news on the streets. Again, just to wrap that up, we're very skeptical as to his police service. Can't prove it. Certainly, have found plenty of things that in theory, would disprove it. My kid thinks that he is probably a good person, just needs to find better friends. That's nice of him. And that's that. And
She's a good friend.
just to recap again, the no-knock warrant was a bunch of baloney. Bunch of baloney. Oh, there's another weird thing about Barry. Hold on. I just remembered. The chickens. Oh, my Lord.
Chickens?
The chickens.
That's not weird.
Clucking.
No. Okay. So Barry and his family, they seem to be, homeschooling, God-fearing, kind of crunchy people. So they have a bunch of fowl in their backyard, chickens, right? And the town comes in and says, hey, guys, You need less chickens in your yard. Like you're not zoned to have this many chickens. So Barry is like, I gotta save my chickens, and starts another GoFundMe with the intention of saving his chickens by suing the town, right? And of course, it's unlawful in his opinion, blah, blah, blah. This isn't, but I mean, he clearly was not zoned to have these chickens. So he does the GoFundMe, he raises some money. He ends up having an attorney represent him pro bono, sues the town, loses, and cannot keep his chickens. So that happened too. Barry Atwell and his family sued the town over some chickens in their backyard, like some sort of Hatfield and McCoy stuff, and lost.
No. Someone I used to know had chickens. They were like really nice people, and their chickens were nice.
Yeah, but he had like a lot of chickens.
Okay, he had a lot.
He had like too many.
Okay,
chickens.
so suing a town over chickens is a little bit weird. I'll have to say,
especially if you lose.
Especially if you lose, that's kind of sad.
I'll be honest. I have some neighbors. Sorry. I have some neighbors that have a freaking rooster next to my freaking house, and every time that stupid rooster wakes me up in the morning, it's ridiculous.
What time?
Like 5 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jinx.
That's a good time to wake up.
Wait,
No, but that's why they zone this stuff pretty much, is because chickens can be a nuisance. Right?
How did he
So-
get rid of the chickens, though?
Especially the cock of the
Fry them
dog.
up and
No.
batter them up.
I think he choked them all.
Oh.
Guys,
Okay, I'm taking this off. I'm
He
getting
took matters
a
into
little
his
bit
own
hot in
hands,
here.
my guy.
I'll choke the chicken.
Mom, do you want this?
Sorry.
nothing.
tell you-
I got really hot.
That's okay. Just throw it on the floor.
It's getting hot. I'm not gonna
Total
throw it on the
cockfest
floor.
over there.
I mean, okay. All the other stuff, but like this is a nice tie.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin your guys' nice tie.
Okay, don't ruin the tie then. That's fine.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Anyway, so that's Barry. Now that I remember the chickens, and you guys made a bunch of inappropriate jokes that I'm going to punch you for.
I
later.
did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't worry, I don't understand any of
That
it.
Yeah,
him
he
with
doesn't
the cat?
understand.
You
so
can't
that's-
punch me. I have
Right.
anonymity. I have freaking
Say to my
diplomatic
face,
immunity.
Keith.
I'm good.
Honestly, I've heard this kid on the Xbox Live before, though, so I don't really feel that bad about the language.
My God, he's
Um,
probably
That's
said
about
the
this
N-word
guy?
multiple times.
I should
Yeah,
have
the guy in
Yes,
the chat?
I say stuff.
Oh, that was really cool what you did there, Doofy. I like it.
Right.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing though.
Ah, he put the thing on. I like it.
Hey, that's pretty.
That's
dope.
pretty cool. Anyway, yeah. So what's
could be-
next?
Kids could be nasty online,
the
dude. I
crying-
swear, I've
Yes.
experienced it. It's
I'm
pretty
gonna try and be a better person. How about
Okay.
that?
They use a lot of bad words on the Xbox Live.
Oh yeah, I've seen
They
it.
do. They do.
Look at
I'm
Mandy
gonna
Moore
stop.
Jr.
You're gonna
I'm
stop?
gonna try.
How much
I'm
you gonna
gonna-
bet me that you're gonna stop?
I'm
Don't
gonna
lie.
try. I'm not
Don't
gonna.
lie.
I can't promise anything, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Don't
Effort
lie.
is
My
half the
best. What?
Effort is half the battle.
At least a month. I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try for a month.
At least,
Okay.
yeah.
Who do you think
20
is going to rehabilitate themselves first? You on the Xbox or Josh Abrams with his life?
Well, I mean, I can probably do it faster. He would take. So you know how? I mean, like how old is the Earth? Do you think?
Oh,
You know
God.
better than me. You're the
I don't.
25 years old.
A very long time.
5,000 years old. And I'm just
You
kidding.
got the
A
names
very
wrong.
long time, right?
It's like billions of years
Yeah, billions years. So I'd multiply that by 2, and I'd say that's how long it'd take.
for Josh to change his life.
Yeah,
Like 10 billion years.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Since the galaxy existed, how about that?
Like the next Big Bang.
Before time existed, it'll take him too long. Like time will die out before he
Okay.
finishes.
I know.
Which will come first?
The Infinity Stones.
Hold on. This is like I love Ask Steven. We do this at home for fun.
Yes.
Just so you know.
I have
Which do you think will happen first? Will Josh Abrams fix his life, get a job, and get a place to live on his own? Or will Jesus Christ come back and save the earth? Which will happen first?
I don't believe in
Oh.
Jesus myself,
Oof.
but Jesus Christ will
Okay.
come back.
All right. Which will happen first?
This is the
Will-
new segment.
What?
I think Hitler would come back to life before Josh ever considers freaking fixing
Who
his life.
knows? Actually, I think that could be possible.
Cryogenics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
was he burned?
All right.
I feel like I heard something. Anyways.
Right.
Okay, what's the next question?
Hey,
Preferably
Kate,
not
Indy-
Josh
In-
Abrams related. We had 2 of those so far.
All right, get out of
Kate,
here.
Santa Claus is in chat right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
For real?
Hello,
Where?
Santa Claus. Would you like to join us?
Yeah, you can join.
Santa Claus.
We will be nice.
No, he will make us be nice.
I will make them be nice. I
I don't see him at
He
all.
says, "How do I get on the panel?" You just gotta put the link up. I'll put the link up. Hold on.
Yeah, somebody put the link up.
I'll do it right now.
Please don't have.
I got you.
I don't want too many people.
I'll give Bill Shot K Jr.'s son a wedgie and hang them over the doorknob.
I can.
I'm not trusted with links, so
Yeah, we're
And
not.
we
Why
won't
not?
ask to see your face at first.
Oh no, we don't ask to see faces.
No,
I'll be right
we
back.
don't need to see your face unless you're comfortable with. Like, if you're comfortable with seeing your face, you can show your face. I think that's fair, right?
Mhm.
what
And
if I don't have a face?
well, if you don't
Here
have
he
a
is.
face, that's kind of weird.
That's
Hi.
That's why I'm talking with my ass on the microphone.
Hello.
Watch your
Well,
mouth.
Yeah, don't be rude.
A
Hello.
word. It's the A
So
word.
you've made the claim that I lied, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you have proof that I lied?
Well, it's very, very difficult to prove a negative. So proving definitively that you were not a
Okay.
police officer
Yes.
would be difficult. And again, we are certainly open to proof that you were, but we have found absolutely nothing. We see that you worked in the financial sector
Sure.
until
That's
God
interesting.
called you to become a chaplain at some truck stop ministry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That seems cool.
Okay. So but you made a definitive statement that I lied.
We made a tentative
No,
statement
no,
that we
no,
haven't found
no,
evidence.
no, actually, you
have to
actually,
go back and rewatch
I
the
did.
whole
I
thing,
did.
sir.
I went back and rewatched, and you said specifically that I lied.
We said that the evidence points to
No,
that you lied,
you-
and that
you
if
also-
we see
you al-
evidence to the contrary, that we would happily eat crow and correct that. Do you have evidence today for us, sir?
I don't have any evidence on me right now. I mean, that was 30
Okay,
years-
there you
it was
go.
30 years-
No
it was 30
evidence.
It was 30 years ago. I don't have it on me. It's 30 years
That
ago.
is a
I
bit
mean,
rude.
do you have evidence of what you did 30 years ago?
Well, I was an infant
And this
30
guy's-
years
Okay.
ago,
And this guy's
Okay.
40.
but I could certainly pull up a baby picture if you really needed me
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
It'd be about 5
And
minutes.
this guy's 42.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I would have that.
I mean, you're
I'm 40.
55 years old, so you're saying when you were 25 years old, you were a police officer for how long in 2 different stations?
Yeah. So,
I was in law enforcement for a few years.
You said
back in
police
the-
officer. Were you a police officer, sir?
Yes,
Or were you not?
Yes, I was a police officer and a sheriff's deputy.
So let's make this easy. What department?
Well, I don't feel like I need to tell you what department.
I think that's actually
Why-
a pretty important thing.
That would be important. That would be
Why do I-
important.
Why do I have to prove that to you? What?
Or just say like a state and county. You know, like
I'm
that.
saying because
No.
we have evidence that suggests that you are not being honest, and we are
No,
saying that we
you're-
are happy to clear that up if there is evidence that you
I
are,
mean,
but then
you
you
don't-
are stating that you do not
you-
have any evidence right now and that you are not willing to give it. So
No.
that would then lead us back
You-
around circle that you are being dishonest.
You don't have to
you
do
have zero.
anything.
You have zero
What you
evidence.
do.
You have zero evidence that I was not a police officer.
You have
We
zero
do though. We
proof,
just
and
we
you get
already
zero
we
proof.
just put that up though. We did.
No,
So
no,
there's
you're-
as we
you're-
stand right now, there is more evidence that you do not have a law
Your-
enforcement background than there is.
Your
then
only
you.
evidence. Your only evidence is that I did not mention my law enforcement experience in jobs that had nothing to do with law enforcement.
I think it's fair
Right,
enough
but
to
that-
assume that
so-
you
So,
could-
so why would
I'm
I?
sorry.
why would
Does
I-
being a chaplain have something to do with being in the financial sector now?
No.
No. Okay, but so that's worth mentioning. But your law enforcement background that you're purporting does
Well,
not, even though neither has anything to do with being a chaplain. So by your own logic, you would mention
no,
neither. But you
it-
mentioned one, but you don't mention the other.
No, it does make it worth mentioning when I became a chaplain why I made that transition.
I mean,
No. Like, what? No. So
Well, you
I
know,
mean, go ahead and bring us some evidence because, like, I could clear this up very quickly. If you give us the department, we'll go get the record real quick. We'll say, "Oops, sorry, we were wrong," and that's that. And
Okay,
that clears that right up.
I started my career off with Indianapolis Police Department.
Okay.
I think that's
What
all
year?
I needed.
In 1986,
I think that's
41st recruit class in 1986.
that's
It's a long time ago.
good evidence.
The 40th or 41st, I can't remember if it's 40th or 41st recruit class, but Captain Foley was the head of the
I mean,
Here's the guy with the uniform.
Okay, no,
right?
so we're making this real easy right now. I am finding the chief's email address, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to put a FOIA in right now.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
my-
I'm sorry, that was the year you said was 1986?
That's the year I started. Yes.
Like 34 years ago.
Yep.
that's a long time.
That's why I don't. That's why when I was in the financial business, it wasn't anything that's worth bringing up.
And that's a fair point.
No,
yeah.
it's not. Because I'm gonna pull up. Look, I'm gonna pull up this right now.
I know, but it's.
Watch how this is done, honey.
I know.
Oh, okay, watch.
So are you going to go back and make an apology and take this?
If
this
it comes
video
back
down?
as legitimate, yeah,
take this
we
video
always
down?
do. But that would be if it comes back as legitimate.
Okay.
Well, Kate doesn't lie when they're wrong, we're wrong.
And if it doesn't, we're not going to be mean about it, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'll be mean about it.
No,
you
you
might be
won't.
mean about
No,
it.
you won't. Nobody's being mean to anyone here.
I'll start slapping everybody in the studio around.
He's so good.
Look, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. The truth.
The feels don't matter.
I just want to.
Feelings don't trump rights.
Your feelings don't trump right. You're a Josh supporter.
Yeah, that's the case. So you're a man of God as well, correct, Billy? Barry, I apologize, not Billy.
Yes.
How do you feel about, women batterers?
I think that battering women is wrong.
Oh, but you're friends with Josh Abrams.
I'm friends with a lot of people that have done wrong things.
How do you feel about attempted rape?
I think attempting rape is wrong.
So how do you feel about Josh attempting rape less than 6 months ago?
I think if he attempted rape, it was wrong for him to do that. I think if he did that, it would have been wrong for him to do that.
Well, I have the police report.
I think you should.
So where did you go to
choose
school,
better
Barry,
friends.
by the way, too?
Why is that any business?
Because, again, I have your education up here.
Okay.
And it's a little suspect.
So if you've got my education up there, then you know where I went to school.
Right, but it has nothing to do with law enforcement, nor would it qualify you.
You don't have to go to some special school to go in law enforcement, especially back in the 1980s.
Do they pick up a lot of people from Bob Jones Bible studies?
Bob Jones Bible Study? You mean Bob Jones University?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that one of the guys who helped train a lot of law enforcement agencies went there. He's a PhD and works at the University of Indianapolis Purdue University, or IUPUI, Indiana University, Purdue University in Indianapolis. But he did a lot of self-defense training for law enforcement. But where you went to school is not an issue. They don't discriminate against you because you went to a Christian school.
No, but I mean, if you're going through biblical studies, that wouldn't be terribly qualifying.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I did, as we were speaking, just send off that FOIA. So today is Sunday evening. Generally they take about 24 to 48 hours. I'll certainly follow up with the chief in the morning.
Okay.
What's that?
Can I say something to Barry?
Sure.
I think you should probably try and choose better friends. I'm not trying to hurt you in any way, but I don't think Josh Abrams is the best friend you could have.
I mean,
You can live your life, but it's completely up to you. That's
Jesus
my opinion.
was criticized for the friends he had too.
Jesus is also made up, so there's that. But
I don't really believe in God, but I'm not gonna.
we believe in science here, and things that you
I
can
mean,
see, touch, and
he
prove.
could be real. I don't know.
So you don't believe in the historical record of Jesus? Okay.
I mean, he was a guy potentially.
And he could be a
Black,
guy. I don't
probably,
think
black, too,
like the
similar
whole
there.
God
Yeah.
thing.
White Jesus was definitely not a thing. 'Cause
I
he's
don't think the
Eastern.
whole God thing is real, but that's just me.
That's,
I'm not gonna
Well,
judge you.
You agree with Josh on
Yes,
that?
sir.
So you and Josh are the same in that area.
Well,
Okay.
okay, so we both happen to be atheists. I
You-
also.
you have that in common with him. Okay.
Would you ever hit a girl, Stevie?
What? No.
He has
Well,
nothing in
I
common
mean,
with Josh.
if it's self-defense.
Your sister doesn't.
No,
count.
if it's self-defense, then
Even self-defense, you're gonna have a girl.
Yeah, you don't hit a girl.
yeah, no,
No,
okay.
never.
Oh, thank you, Gregory. I just
Yeah.
saw that. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Would you ever rob a gas station at knife point?
Why? Why would you need to do that?
Right, no.
If-
See, so
especially
he really
if you're
doesn't have
making
a lot in
If a
common
chick
with
needed
Josh.
Well,
120,000.
if a
Not
girl
a lot
needed a
in
chicken
common.
burrito, I'd do it.
I'm not trying to be mean to
Yeah.
him, guys. I'm really not.
My kid is brainwashed now. I mean,
Yeah.
my kid is raised to respect authority because
And-
that's how
Well,
a civilized society operates.
I'm gonna
Pete
jump
Barnes
off
says,
here.
"Roll sad little dude."
I
Yeah,
put you
thanks.
on notice that you've lied
And-
about me.
Okay, I put you on
And you
notice that
can-
we've
and you
lost, and
can-
we'll
and-
either find the
You can correct your lie.
if it comes
and
back.
apologize
If it comes back.
and take the video down if you've
If it
lied.
comes back.
Sure. If you've lied, you take the video down.
We all know it's not a lie.
And make a public apology, right?
Yeah, if it comes back as a lie, absolutely. I mean, it is come as incorrect, absolutely.
But
But
everybody knows
we'll
that's
see what
not going to
happens.
happen.
Yeah.
That's not a lie.
Your 2 years of Bible school.
Um,
Jesus also called on people to repent and change their behavior. Ed says
You're right.
Indy
It's right.
probably doesn't understand that
Oh
concept.
no, it absolutely does, and I hope that one day you will. I hope that one day Josh will.
You just want to bail out a violent felon, you fucking fraud. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Stevie.
No, it's just,
Like, honest
Try
to
not
God,
to do
you know what? Get this man off my panel. He's already annoying me. Dear
Get him
Lord,
out,
you
yeah.
bailed out a violent felon.
And put a bar soap in Kate's mouth.
I
Goodbye.
think he was
Sorry, Steven.
just trying to prove.
Stevie, put a bar soap in your mom's mouth.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah. Okay.
How did
How did
Jesus get
Jesus-
abs like that? Drinking just wine and bread. He like that. It looked like Jabba the Hutt. I don't know. Oh
That is
gosh.
a good question. I think Barry just needs to choose better people to be with.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I said, if we find evidence, I just put in a request for this. Again,
not
we were
trying
we
to
were
be
speaking
mean to
to
him.
the
I hope nobody gets me
to
confused.
the information that we had at hand at the time, which again, we're looking at a Bob Jones University from 1982 to 84. He went to school for Bible studies. He claims that, a year later, he's in the police force. There's no record of that. Google his name. It doesn't come up anywhere. Google anything that he references. He talks a lot about being in the financial industry. And here's another thing that's very interesting. When somebody had asked him at one point, were you in finance? He said, no, I was never, ever an accountant. I was a police officer, right? And we'll put up all these clips tomorrow because we do have them. We just weren't able to get them up today.
Hey,
But,
Jen's here.
um,
Hello.
yeah, hey, D-Jen.
Hi.
Yeah, I know. I'm not taking down the video. Like, that's ridiculous. Will I correct something that
Oh,
needs
I
to be
get to do
corrected?
that.
Yeah. Do I play these games where I get scared and take down videos? No. If I make a mistake, I'm going to leave it up there for all of eternity to immortalize when I was wrong, because it does happen. It happens sometimes, certainly does. No, we're not taking down any videos. And again, with this, ridiculous defensive behavior, he didn't even want to give us the name of, where he was. And it wasn't that hard to come up with. But
It's up to him to back
emailed
his
the chief.
claims up.
Right.
He's like, I was in the police department for 30 years. I'm 45 years old.
He's 55 years old. Yeah. So he's claiming essentially that, 34 years ago when he was 21 years old, that he joined the force, switched over, became a deputy sheriff instead for undisclosed reasons, and then went into finance instead after 2 years at Bob Jones University studying biblical studies. Like, seems legit.
If we do prove him wrong, I hope he doesn't try and deny it. I hope he's just nice about it.
Just honest.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
I know. I mean, he could not be, but if he's still here, just try and be a little more nice. Probably work out in life. I mean, it's working out for me.
I was pretty sad when the kids this young have more common sense than most of the
Oh,
world.
hold on. Somebody just hit another truth bomb on us. Little history. Hold on. Where is it? Mike Honcho. Check out what Mike Honcho said. In the 80s, Indianapolis Police wasn't known as Indianapolis Police Department. Sheriff and city were two different agencies. You would think that someone that was working there would know that, because I surely did not. But apparently not. Interesting.
Because all he remembers is Captain Me-Off, Jack.
Oh, anyway.
My guy.
Oh, my guy, me. I'm all
Hey.
fired up. I'm all fired up.
That was really frustrating to me. Yeah, no, just, the line of nonsense that comes out of it. And, I'm going to pray for you and I'm going to pray for Josh. Please don't pray for me, okay? It's not how I go anyway.
I think you were being a little bit.
You know that I get that way.
I know, but
I know.
Stevie, this is part of the.
No, you know what? My children.
I'm just trying to.
They always push me to be a better person.
I
that
don't.
is the biggest blessing in my life, and I'm not giving credit
it's
to
a good
God
thing.
for that.
I'm not
but
trying to
I'm
hurt
giving credit
anyone's
to them.
feeling.
But no,
If-
they push me to be a better person.
I'm dead serious. If we accidentally hurt your feelings, Barry, I'm sorry.
I'm
I am
Your
really
son
sorry.
is wise beyond his years.
I'm less sorry,
He is.
to be completely honest. But
I
he's
know.
a better
You're
person.
sorry.
He's a good, he's
I mean,
a very
yes.
good kid.
But I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I just want people to know the truth. And
Yeah.
that's kind of
Well,
what
there you go.
matters.
Right.
So
But
Anyway.
this is a dirty game, so you gotta remember that.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, they don't say the nicest stuff about us.
I know they don't. I'm like, just because they say mean things about me, I mean us, not me.
You.
I mean,
You sound like a robot.
Yeah, what happened?
Does that? Whoa.
What did you do to his voice?
That's
Are you
doofy.
messing with him?
I
Jeez.
do feed him.
Mike.
Doofy, you're fired.
For
His
real.
name is Doofy.
Sorry.
Sergeant Doofy.
Doofy.
That's okay.
And,
Sorry.
and unfortunately, on News New England, they'll be trash talking them.
Now it's fine.
I wouldn't even let my kid watch that anyway. But if they want to
How
trash talk an
dare
11-year-old, that says more about
A
them.
30-year-old man trash talking an 11-year-old child. Like,
Well, no,
so
he's not
her.
30. He's about 70 years old with no teeth.
He's
See, the
55.
Okay.
He's talking about
Well,
Josh, I
either
think.
way,
Oh.
if
Hey, can I
you.
say something? Oh, sorry.
What?
Go ahead, kid.
No,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
The difference between this stream and News New England's stream is that we don't have freaking weird creeps and borderline. I'm not gonna. Well, predatory people.
The word that we use in my house is chomo.
Chomos, yeah, borderline chomos, alleged chomos. I don't know if they really are or not, but we don't have those here. Those people are in that other stream. So if they
Right.
want to talk crap, they got nothing. They got absolutely nothing. They're stupid.
You gotta have your own show, kid.
I mean, I have my own streams.
Anyway, hold on. Chalk Boy? Who mocked you on Friday? Who did that? That's not cool. I love Chalk Boy. Don't mock him.
I eat chalk for breakfast.
No,
Poor Chalk
Chalk Boy's
Boy.
a smart guy. I see him around a lot of streams, and
Did Granny from Looney Tunes freaking harass you?
I don't know, but he's too smart. Anyway, what's the last thing we got on the agenda? As it's getting kind of late here. Is it the SJV thing, or SGV thing rather?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pat.
Wait,
Yep.
can't we talk about the kid that cried all the way home?
What kid?
Oh, that was great.
The kid auditor that cried all the way home.
Oh, that's right.
That was pretty good.
I don't think I saw that one.
But weren't we
You're
gonna
kidding.
Probably
No.
need a whole show for that one.
Weren't we gonna do something about like someone getting
Oh,
something happening?
Yeah, I think I missed that one too.
You guys should just get Popeye's
Oh,
chicken.
D-Gen, you're going to love that.
Maybe we should do that on Tuesday. Like that way I can watch it.
okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I'll watch it and then we'll talk about it on
I'm-
Tuesday.
I'm not messing.
That's okay.
Yo,
Not you.
What do you
Not
think
me.
about having like another day during the week? Just like not just Tuesday, like Tuesday and like another day?
Maybe. I get busy. I really do between work and my family gets annoyed if I'm on the
It
internet too
doesn't
long.
just have to be you. It could be other people. Like
That's
how
true.
Without
We, how we did with
thinking, I
Alessandro
don't
last
get
time.
annoyed,
We can do
Mom.
better.
To anyone,
Yeah.
it's
You need a Doofy and D-Gen show.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
That would be
You're right.
amazing. Would you guys do that? I would love that.
no loop me in there because I'm great.
bring-
I need to be
bring
included in
Stevie in there.
everything.
I'll be the. Hey, listen. We should have the test. Oh wait, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh yeah, no,
The
couldn't
oak-
say
The
that.
oak. The
No.
oak. The
Well,
oak
you know what?
is like
Honestly,
the
that
oak is
word
just
is
the-
like it's not like we don't know anatomical terms in my house.
I just didn't want to say because I don't know the boundaries.
No,
I don't
no.
want to be like freaking.
No.
Josh.
It's just we try to use tame down
Fair
language enough
language.
because I don't want my kid swearing like a sailor until he's like maybe 16 like a normal person.
13.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's watch this last video that we have.
Yeah.
No, Pat has it. Pat has it.
Better not be my porno.
Damn it, Doofy! I don't even listen to him.
I know. I actually can't hear him that well.
You can't hear him?
No,
Excellent.
And also,
I-
you left me alone with him earlier, so.
I did do that. It was really
Okay.
dumb of me.
Are we getting muted for this?
All right, yeah. Well, we'll just be quiet for this. I can barely hear it though.
I think I can hear it fine.
I can hear just fine.
Sala, Sala. Sala.
Hold on.
Who are you guys? Who are you guys? Who are you guys?
Hey, do you have ID? Here.
Sala.
Here. Here. Here.
Sala. What are you saying? Sala. Sala. Get off this property, please. Sala. Get off this property. Excuse me, this is my property. You can't get- Who are you guys? Sala, Melahala, Melahala. Melahala. Get off, please. Get up. Sala.
Sala.
Sala Mela.
Sala.
Sala Mela.
Yo, Packer, you trying to turn it up, dude? It sounds a little low. Hmm.
Classy as always.
Like how he wiggles his finger.
You can record it. Hold on. We're recording. We're recording. Go ahead, please. Get inside. I'm sorry, sir. I need you to get out. I have a sign. Listen, I have a sign. You cannot be recording. Shala. Yes, please send somebody ASAP. Thank you.
He throws something in his truck. Yeah, that's assault.
Yeah, that's it. Get them all nice and wet.
Oh, that's first shower in 3 years.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh
he's all nice
wow.
and moist.
Oh wow. That was a little over.
That is fantastic.
Like I
That's
said, the
awesome.
first shower in 3 years.
He looks like
that
he hasn't
was-
showered
that
in
was
years. Look at
funny.
him. Greasy ass. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so hot out too, and they're all wearing like fully clothed. Like,
Hey, I mean, at least they get, to cool off.
That's true.
I mean, the other person probably like get off, hippity hoppy, get off this property.
Oh, look at that, all of this camera equipment.
He looks a little like
Yeah.
emo.
That's fantastic. A little bit, yeah.
No, I see that. I see that. Yeah, AZ said it. You have to hit like. It's just the law now.
P. Barnes says that's a MacGyver move. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was
dinner for this.
Wow.
Okay.
Someone asked, why are you swearing like a trucker in front of your kid? Was I swearing like a trucker?
Not
This
really.
guy's clearly.
I said one bad word, right? How many did I say?
I mean,
This
like
guy's
a few, but
clearly
not even
trolling.
that bad.
Okay.
Like
Josh Orga.
worse than people at. You're not as bad
what
as
is
people
my
at school.
Corgate
So
and
like,
Lemonster? That is funny right there, because that doesn't exist, but that is actually subject to a lawsuit. So we'll probably talk about that in 2 to 3 weeks
Oh,
from
nice.
now. Yeah.
subject.
Yeah.
Content.
Somebody's a big congenital liar over at that too, and we do have the proof, but we can't talk about that right now.
I got every right to spray him with the hose.
Yeah, I know, that's fantastic.
I think I agree with that. Yeah, people it's going to
Looks like Bin Laden's seen better days.
He's like, dude, look at my
I think that was a little bit
He's got a hoodie on with his cap
all good,
on.
odd, rude, not odd, rude.
I
Yeah, I'm
think
just
he
gonna
was just
keep
cleaning
flipping
his
them
driveway.
He's got
Yeah, that's what
Chinese,
I think.
he's got Chinese
Watering the
phone
lawn.
books underneath his hoodie. For
Yeah,
his
yeah,
catalog.
flip them off more. That's not gonna ruin more equipment.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems to be working well.
Only thing that would have been better if that was pepper spray.
Mike Taylor
That's
wants to
kinda
know, are we talking trash to the people trying to stop the corruption? No, we're talking trash to the people that are the corruption, but thanks.
How is this stopping corruption? This is a private business.
Right, yeah. I'm watching an unwashed, unemployed loser take a shower right now outside at the hose like a dog.
I've never thought I'd see like a grown man taking a shower like this before in my life. I mean, there's some pretty weird experiences at the YMCA, but never this YMCA.
But obviously, these guys are scared. I can only see like if they try to do this, like if somebody did this to Josh Abrams, they'd probably be flopping around like a little wet sail or whatever.
Like a
but
fish, just like out of water, just like
like,
I'm
"Dude,
dying.
suing ya."
They got water on me. I have to go to court about that. How dare they?
Dude, I'm calling.
Oh man,
Jet
you have to have your son
Oh,
on
flipping
more
them
often.
off again. That's appropriate. That's
Seems
the
to be
best.
working really well, right?
Yeah. Look, they're really getting that water stop. I want to know what the chat thinks about my look. You know?
No, your look is good.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
It is nice.
Frauders doing their thing.
So I'm guessing it's okay for it's our First Amendment right to flip somebody off and like that nonstop. Like, is that
He has a
okay?
right to water his lawn too.
Yeah, he's got watering lawn, trying to get like trash and debris off of his property. You know, he doesn't want any trash on
He's
the
got a
property or on the
2-inch
lawn.
fat sausage middle finger. It's 2 inches long.
Cool.
Oh, they just want to make sure that he wasn't going to dehydrate.
Right.
To speak to what Mike is saying, yeah, they have the legal right to film in public, but what good is it doing anybody than filming a private business?
Nothing. This is the same nonsense that Glenn and his merry band of idiots have been running all week too.
Well, Glenn's been with these guys.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know what the chat thinks about my beautiful look.
I think that your look is fantastic. Like we said, you
Nice.
look like Lieutenant Dan from
That dang ice cream.
He does. He looks like Lieutenant Dan from oh gosh.
Forrest
I lost
Gump.
the movie. Forrest Gump, thank you.
Hey, we should put the jacket on, Stevie.
No, it's too hot for the jacket.
I'll do it.
Sorry.
I'm
trying to
gonna
get
do
my
it.
kid heat
No,
stroke.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't
I'm gonna
do
take it off after.
No.
I'm gonna take it off real quick. I'm
Sorry,
gonna do
it's too hot. in
it.
here.
It will look hilarious.
Your mom doesn't.
I said no.
Fine.
Thank
Your
you.
mom's triggered by Anselmo, so she doesn't want to have flashbacks.
That's what it is. I'm triggered by Anselmo. No, I just told it's hot in here anyway. Like,
I mean, yeah, a little bit. No, it's
but that's fantastic to me that they actually hosed one of them down. That was just ingenious. Absolutely ingenious.
You know, it'd be funny if it was steaming water.
No, you don't want to hurt them, right?
Yeah,
then you
no.
get into you don't want like I say this all the time. I was just on another stream where there were some guys
No,
and they were
it probably wouldn't be the wisest
no,
thing.
if
to
you
do.
if you create bodily harm, bodily injury,
Fair enough.
You're going over to something that is what?
Real quick,
Criminal. Right, yeah.
SGV filed assault charges on him too.
Hey, so I heard a rumor that there was a song based on this video.
I don't know.
Pat, I think you might know something about
I'm
it.
taking the bandana.
Oh no.
Can you please play it? I want to hear
No, no,
Please?
no, no.
it.
No?
It's really bad.
You really
Oh.
should. You should have worn that. It looks great. Anybody can wear this.
But yeah, no, I mean that's so you don't want to assault these guys. And I was on another stream where there's some guys, they were getting upset and kind of tough and saying, I would love to punch one of these guys in the face. And like that's the last thing that you want to do. Number one, because we don't condone violence here and nobody really should. Number two, because it's potentially criminal. And number three, because that's exactly what they want. Thank you, Ricky. They want that victim status that comes with an assault. They want to file a lawsuit. They want to get the donations. They want to make people feel bad for them. Like the last thing that you want to do is actually assault one of these guys.
Yeah, thanks. Rick.
Oh no, because
Oh,
they'll
thank
sue you. They'll press charges real quick because that's.
Oh yeah, of
how they
course
are.
they will. They'll press charges. They'll file a lawsuit. They'll be up e-bagging for days about it. Like there are these guys on the internet. I'm not even going to name off all of them, but frauditors and other
thanks, Brett.
attention-seeking types. They want something bad to happen to them so that they can cry, "My freedom of speech! Oh, my rights! I got hurt. I have a boo-boo." And like that's what rolls the donations in, right? Like, do not assault these guys. If you can get creative and do something like play some, copyrighted music so they can't monetize their stream or their video.
That is a good idea.
Great. If you want to hose them down, it's a hot day. Yeah, they might have camera equipment on them, but they can move. If they don't move, that's on them. You're just watering your lawn with bad aim. The guy looks old.
It's their fault for not getting waterproof equipment.
That too, yeah.
Thank you, Carl. Carl loves our stream. And I
Apparently,
love
the
you too,
water
Carl.
hose guy filed
Most of them-
charges against SGV.
Well, most phones nowadays are water resistant, anyways. So, like, if he's lying about, if he's talking about how he needs a new phone or whatever, he's clearly lying because most phones nowadays are water resistant.
I'm not tired.
Right.
It's the heat.
It's ridiculous. It's like mandatory on most phones now.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying about SJV, Pat?
Apparently, the water hose guy filed charges against SGV for threatening him with pepper spray or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't follow up too much on that, but there was something about the. I watched the other video that the other guy actually filed on him too.
Okay, so I'm going to make a note of that and let's follow up on that this week. That there may be charges out on SJV.
Thank you to the 279 people watching.
My God.
Okay, so guys, we will follow up on that this week and we'll put it out in a video. Can I just say that while we're reviewing our week and everything that happened, this has been a fantastic week for YouTube video views. You guys have really been watching all our stuff, so thank you so much for that.
Kate,
yes.
Kate, were you calling him SJV?
I'm saying SJV erroneously because it just seems to click better for me. I know it's SGV.
Must be the Boston.
It is.
Yeah.
And it is hotter than the
Sahara Desert.
What circle?
Yeah, it's hot. The ninth circle of hell. Thank you.
Isn't that cold? Isn't the last circle of hell like ice?
Tame about it. Yeah.
I thought the last circle of hell was like
I
ice.
I haven't read Dante's Inferno.
I thought it was like a lake where like frozen.
It could be.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
No,
I don't know.
The seventh circle of hell is supposed to be like really cold, according to that
Seventh.
story. Or
Seventh.
Yeah.
He
whatever.
reads a lot of this stuff.
This
kid
the
is
game.
a voracious reader.
I played the game. I didn't read the book.
No, he reads literally.
Nice.
So I mean, he reads novel upon novel upon novel.
Also, I do research on it because why not?
He does a lot of research on his own sort of stuff too. That is correct.
That's good for you,
smart
Stuff
kid.
I find interesting because of knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge is learning.
My guy.
Knowledge is power. So we are going to follow up on those potential criminal charges. As we were on here today, and Barry decided to contest our suggestion that he may be being dishonest. I did throw in a request with the police chief of Indianapolis. We did learn that it's entirely possible that there was not the same police department versus sheriff department that there is now 34 years ago. So who knows what will come with that, but we'll figure it out. That'll be coming next week, I guess. Any last minute thoughts or anything like that?
Oh, I have one.
What's your thought?
Well, I go live sometimes on Twitch and YouTube, depending.
Do it, kid.
I don't.
Do it. Plug it.
No. But I do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Taze. No, never mind. No shameless self-promotion today. All right. Any other last minute thoughts?
No.
Nope.
I'm good.
Nope. Anyone in the comments?
Can we post the picture of Glenn today in his yoga pants and sandals?
If you want to share your screen, Fizzy, go for it.
That sounds like
Hey, God. You got me wanting to do something now. You got me wanting to do something funny right now. Hold on.
Oh.
How am I going to do that?
Hold up.
Kate,
You don't know
like
how to
that-
share your screen?
Hey, by the way, Kate, you like that picture I sent you?
Where's the picture?
No. It was weird.
It's
It was weird.
It was
Hey,
weird.
Fizzy, do we need the eye bleach ready?
Yeah. It was
let me see if I can even do it. Hold on.
Oh, no, he did. He got a screenshot of Glenn.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, I don't know who dresses that boy, but
Oh my god. I'm like.
Is it the blue hoodie?
no,
Yes.
the yoga pants. Yeah, the blue hoodie and the yoga pants with the sandals. It was so bad.
Maybe he
It-
actually did become blind from that OC spray.
I don't know. I wouldn't personally leave the house, but I leave the house questionably sometimes too. So
Not pajama pants.
This
but-
one?
all right, there it is. Can we zoom in on that?
Oh, hold
I
up.
don't. Not sure if I can. It's really small.
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
up.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so bad.
Make it full
oh
screen.
no. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah.
God.
So
Who
bad.
dresses that
Zoom
for?
in. Just hold control and scroll up. Oh, dude.
But anyway, that was pretty bad.
That was
pretty
ew.
bad.
I could barely see that thing.
Thanks, P. Barnes.
Thank you again.
Love the screen name, by the way. I do.
Thank you. And I like
Fantastic.
that image. That is nice.
AZ is in the house. My girl, my love, my number one. Guys, if you don't know, she blogs on the website. She is a phenomenal writer, and she has just upgraded her equipment. She's learning some of our. Oh, okay.
Am I 1.5?
All right, so yeah, the Indy Police and Marion County Sheriffs merged into the police less than 10 years ago. Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, it doesn't look great. It does not look great. Anyway, yeah. So as I was saying, AZ and I are going to be working on some video collabs. I'm very excited about that. And we're going to wrap it up because it is 1 trillion degrees in here, guys.
What about me?
Doofy, go ahead. Any last minute thoughts from Doofy?
No, I thought it was going to be number 1.
You are always number 1.
I am hurt.
Shout out to
I'm
Doofy.
offended.
Yeah.
I thought I was. Okay.
You know what? You are number 2.
All right, that's fine.
Because you wake up every morning and you're the poo.
Mm-hmm.
I censored myself there, but how does it feel to be number 2?
What?
Oh my God!
What?
Did you put my face on?
Oh my God!
He's getting all dolled up for.
That is
what's his name?
terrifying.
Do I have a lazy eye like that?
Oh my
No,
God.
it's the way the program worked.
Thank God.
That is terrifying.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God,
listen,
I am
he
terrified.
looks like he's getting all dolled up for Billy Tibbetts.
Buddy, would you still love me if I came into your room at night to tuck you in?
No.
And that's what you saw over your bed?
I would scream. Oh my God, that is terrifying.
You'd be like,
That's gonna
You
haunt
probably
my
need therapy.
no, not that one too.
That one scene from Surf.
Oh my
Oh
God!
my God, why?
Oh
Oh my God.
God.
Well, looks like I have new nightmares.
Yeah, that's
Now-
the stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, we all-
Guys,
I
one
now
more
have-
thing before we go. We do have the membership thing set up on YouTube now. I don't know what it's all about. We kept the price points low, like $1.99 a month. If you want some custom emojis, we've got Josh Abrams' face in there and Glenn's face in there, and I don't know. We'll put High Fixer in charge of making the custom emojis, so they
Oh, hell yeah.
they should get weird. Yeah, they should get weird.
boy.
Yeah.
And
All right.
That was a mistake.
when
So on that note,
when we go, remember, be nice or else you're not a nice person.
yeah, that's Stevie's last thought of the night. Be nice or you're not a nice person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
not a nice
that's-
person.
Love you.
As always, guys, we'll be
Be
in
nice.
Discord for the
Everybody
after
can
party.
change.
My child will not be on there, so you can use adult language. All right,
Thank
guys.
God.
Have
Hell
a
yeah.
good night.
Good night.
My
Good
guy,
night.
my guy, my
What's
guy. Have a
going
good
on
night.